Ready? Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We'll be talking about applications of linear equations in today's lecture, and the application of linear equation is the application of linear equation falls under chapter 5. So exercise number 1.1, here we are having applied nature of questions and like cost function, revenue function, profit function, demand function, as well as product mix function, and so on. Based on those functions, we can make the practice of functions of linear equations. Exercise number 5.1 that deals with the application of linear functions, and in this exercise question number 1 to question number 4 are concerned with example number 1, example number 2, which are given on different pages. Here you can make the practice by yourself, dealing with the examples, example number 1 to example number 4. But in our previous lecture, we have made an extensive practice related to the functions of linear equation as well as quadratic function and so on. So if we look at question number 5, question number 4, question number 3, question number 2, question number 1 are related to the examples, first 4 examples. You have to carefully read the example, then you have to rewrite or convert your question according to the given scenario. Based on the conceptualization which we have done in our previous lecture or previous chapter, we can solve question number 5. So what is question number 5? Can you read please?
A manufacturer of microcomputers provides the different models. The following table summarizes wholesale price, material cost per unit and labor cost per unit. Annual fixed costs are $25 million.
Okay, here is a manufacturing firm which produces different products, and any product, as you know, has its some price, and with the price firm can determine its revenue, and firm also bears some costs, and those costs can be fixed cost as well as variable cost. Fixed cost as well as variable cost. The fixed cost is 25 million. Given in the question, the fixed cost is 25 million, and the price per unit is what is the price which is given in the table. If we look at the table, the firm is producing 3 models of I think computers, microcomputers. So we assume that X1 is model 1, X2 is model 2, X3 is model 2. Obviously we will be having some price of model 1. There will be price of model 2 as well as model 3. While manufacturing, these models are computers, different models of computers, they are also bearing some variable cost. One is material cost. Labor cost is combination of material cost and labor cost per unit, as well as we have the price per unit of each model. So there are 2 variable costs. One is material cost, second one is labor cost, second one is labor cost. So and the price per unit is of model 1, model 2 and model 3 is also given. Model 2, model 1 and model 3 is also given, and we have the fixed cost that can be the plant cost and so on. Okay students, so we start our question. Let X1 is
Model 1.
X1 is
Model 1.
model 1, x2 is model 2, x3 is model 3. So total cost is also given. Sorry, fixed cost is
25.
fixed cost is given, which is 25 million. You can write the values in million after the given number. You can place 60. 1 million contains 6 zeros. Okay, so if we look at the price, whole price per unit of model 1 is 500, model 2 is 1000, and model 3 is 1500. So what is part A? Determine a joint total revenue function for sales of different macro computer products or models. Joint revenue function, not only one model. Not only one model. It means that will be the revenue of overall firm. That is the revenue of overall firm. And firm is producing 3 types of model. One is model 1 X1, model 2 X2, and X3 is model 3. So revenue of X1, X2 and X3, or we can say revenue R of X starting from I2 and what is N, that is 1 to 3. So R of X is equal to, what is coefficient of X1? Price of X1, P price of X1, X2 and X3, or you can write like this: P of X1 plus P of X2 plus P of X3. Is it?
Yes.
What is price of X1? 500 X1 plus 1000 X2 plus 1500 X3. Any confusion? So part A, we just have to determine the total revenue function or combined revenue function or joint total revenue function of the given models. That is the required form, which is part A. What is part B?
Determine an annual total cost function for manufacturing the 3 models.
Determine annual
Total cost function.
function. What is total cost? Total cost is combination of fixed cost and variable cost. Total cost is combination of fixed cost and variable cost. Fixed cost we know that is 25 million. And variable cost. There are two further two costs are related to variable cost. One is material cost. Second is labor cost. Second is labor cost. First, we can write the function total cost. Total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. Fixed cost plus variable cost. Okay, students? As you know, fixed cost is
25 million.
variable cost. There are two types of variable costs. Variable cost of model 1. Okay, material cost of labor model 1. Material cost of model 2. Material cost of model 3. So we can determine if the variable cost, there are two costs. It means model 1, X1 is model 1. So the coefficient of X1 will be material cost plus labor cost. So we can write variable cost is equal to material cost plus
Labor cost.
cost of model 1. Is it?
Yes.
What is model 1? That is
X1.
x1. That is x1 plus material cost. Material cost
Plus labor
plus
cost.
labor cost of x2.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Then we can write material cost plus material cost plus labor cost of
X3.
x3. Okay, bachcho?
Yes.
So what is material cost of x1?
175.
175. And what is labor cost?
100.
100.
Plus 100 into x1. What is material cost of model 2?
400.
400. And labor cost?
150.
150 into x2 plus material cost of model 3?
750.
750 plus
225.
225 into
X3.
x3. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
So we can sum up. 175 plus 100 is
275.
275 x1
Yes.
plus 550 x2 plus
975.
975 of x3. Is it? That is variable cost. So it's the variable cost, but we have to determine the total cost. We have to determine total cost of these three models. Total manufacturing cost is a combination of total cost is combination of
Fixed cost.
fixed cost
Variable.
plus variable cost, or you can write variable cost plus fixed cost. So it's up to you, whatever you want you can write. First and second you can write the fixed cost as well as variable cost. So what is fixed cost? That is 25 million. 25 million. You can write full in full. What is variable cost? 275 x1 plus 550 x2 plus 975 x3. As we know, normally we write the variables first and constant later. Okay?
Yes.
We can place, we can write 275 x1 plus 550 x2 plus 975 x3 plus 25 million. 25 million. Got the point, students?
Yes, sir.
That is about total
Total
cost. And we are required to what is the function of total cost. Okay? What is part C?
Determine the profit function for sales of 3 models.
Determine the profit function of sales of 3 models. What is profit? Difference between revenue and cost. Revenue and cost. Do we have revenue function? Do we have revenue function?
Yes.
Do we have total cost function?
Yes.
So revenue minus total cost equates profit or loss. If answer is positive, that is profit. If the value is negative, that is loss. So total profit function or profit function, whatever is given, you can write. Profit of what? Of these 3 models, x1, x2, x3. Cost of what? Of these 3 models, x1, x2 and x3. So profit is equal to revenue function. Okay? Revenue of x1, x2 and x3 minus total cost of what? x1, x2 and x3. What is revenue function? Profit function is profit function of what? x1, x2 and x3 is equal to what is revenue function?
Price of x1.
5x1, 500x1 plus 1000
x2
x2 plus 1500
x3.
x3. What is total cost? Total cost we have determined here.
Yes.
Minus 275x1 minus 550.
Plus 550.
Well, plus 550. That is minus.
Sign will change.
Here is minus sign. Obviously, the expression will be
Minus.
changed. So 550 x2 minus 975 x3 plus or minus?
Minus
Minus how much?
25 million.
25 million. And million contains
60.
60. But sometimes students put 70, 90, 50. But it varies from student to student. And you are a good student, obviously. And I am very hopeful you will be placing 6. Okay. We can simplify.
Yes, sir.
We can place x1, all x1 coefficients together, then x2 and x3, then constant. So 500 x1 minus
275.
275 x.
275 x1. Then we can place x2 coefficients.
Yes, sir.
1000 x2 minus
550.
550 x2. Then we can place x3
Sir,
1500
550 x2.
550 x2 1500
Minus.
x3 minus 975 x3 minus 25 million. Sir, can you sum up?
225.
225. The difference between x1
Yes.
is 225 x1
Plus 450 x2.
plus 450
x2.
x2, then
525 x3.
525 x3 minus 25 million. That is profit
Profit.
function. That is profit
Profit function.
or loss function. But here they stated that we have to determine the profit function. We can name it profit function. Okay? That is about part C. What is part D?
What is the annual profit if the firm sells 20,000, 40,000 and 10,000 units respectively of the three
It
models?
means x1, the value of x1 is 20,000. The value of x2 is
14,000.
40,000 and x3 is
10,000.
per D. So let x1 is equal to 20,000 units. A firm produces 20,000 units of
Model 1.
model 1 and 40,000 units of
Model 2.
model 2 and
10,000.
10,000 units of
Model 3.
model 3. 10,000 units of model
3.
3. Then either the firm is having profit or loss. How will be able to differentiate either it's profit or loss? If
Positive
calculated
and
value is
Positive.
positive, it means that is profit.
Profit.
If it's negative,
Loss.
it means firm is facing or having loss. So, this one quickly you have to calculate these values. 225, the value of x is 20,000. So 450 into 40,000, then 525 into 10,000 minus 225 million. If calculation is wrong, I'm not responsible. You can ask Irsa.
44,000.
What do you mean?
First
40?
44,000.
44?
1,000.
I don't think so.
Sir, 0 extra.
Folder.
So it's 440,000. 440,000. So what's next? 450 multiplied by
180 million.
no 18 million. 18 having
7 zeros.
70. How comes? Okay, I don't believe.
सर एक जीरो कम ही आता है. एक जीरो कम है.
So do we have 60 or 70? I think
6.
60. 18 million. Okay, then what's next? 5.2 million.
Yes sir. 525. 4 zeros.
4 zeros minus 25. Okay, then next, the firm is facing profit or loss. Obviously it's profit. 18 million, 5 million, that is 18 million, 5 million, that is 23 and 4,000 and I
4 lakh 40,000.
I think firm is having loss. You can simplify it. Hurry up here, student.
Sir minus 131.
Tell me the exact value.
Minus 131.
Minus 131.
31. 4 zeros.
It means 1.3 million is loss.
Loss.
Firm is having 1.31 million loss. So we can name it loss. Here is profit because we are going to determine profit, but negative value leads to loss. Clear, students?
Yes.
So that was about the application of linear function in our corporate sector. So I think there is nothing related to confusion, and we have made a lot of practice in our previous classes related to functions, types of functions, how they are being implemented in our daily life. We can look at question number 7. What is question number 7?
A car leasing agency purchases new car each year for use in the agency. The car costs 15,000 new. They are used for 3 years, after which they are sold for $4,500. The owner of the agency estimates that the variable cost of operating the cars, exclusive of gasoline, are 0.18 per mile. Cars are leased for a flat fee of $0.33 per mile. Part A, formulate the total revenue function associated with the renting one of the car or total of X miles over a 3-year period.
Okay. So in this case is related to leasing the automobile. The car costs, new cost, the cost is, total cost is $15,000.
$15,000.
They used for 3 years. After that, they sold the car. Of how much amount? 4,500. Look, student. Total cost at the time of purchase is 50,000. After the use of 3 years, they sold the cost at salvage value is 4,500. Salvage value is 4,500. So out of 15,000, they retrieved how much amount? How much amount? 4,500. So how much fixed cost they are bearing? At the time of purchase, 15,000. But after 3 years, the car is having salvage value, which is 4,500. Obviously, 4,500 they are getting back. So what they actually total cost, fixed cost? Fixed cost is 11,500. No, not 11, 10,500. You got the point?
Yes.
We simply subtract the salvage value from the total or fixed cost, or the when the car is going to purchase, which is having at the time of purchase the cost is 15,000. After 3 years, the salvage value is 4,500. So in our part A, we need to formulate total revenue function. So, if we look at the owner of the agency estimates the variable cost of operating the cars exclusive of gasoline are $0.18 per mile. Cars are leased. How much is variable cost on per mile? How much is variable cost? Every mile 0.18. What is fixed cost? 10,500. And if they lease the car, okay, what is how much they are charging? How much? Cars are leased for flat fee.
$0.33.
If I am having a car and if I am charging $0.33 per mile, $33 per mile, obviously it's my profit. It's my profit. So here we have to determine the revenue function. Revenue function is price multiplied by variable. Is it?
Yes.
So in this case we have to determine the revenue function of total X miles. In this case the variable is X. The variable is X. So R of X is, what is R of X? Part A. R of X means revenue function. How much fees I am going to charge? $0.33 per mile. So we can write 0.33 into X. Why we are placing X? Why not? Why not C? Because it's mentioned in the question. Clear, students?
Yes.
What is part B?
Formulate the total cost function associated with renting a car for a total of X miles over 3 years.
Okay, students, in this case we have to determine the formulate the total cost function. Total cost function. So total cost is equal to cost of X or TC of X is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. As you know, we have made practice in our previous question. So fixed cost is the purchase price minus salvage value. If there is no salvage value, then purchase price is fixed cost. Purchase price is fixed cost. So what is purchase price?
15.
Purchase price minus salvage value. Salvage value plus variable cost. How much they are bearing cost? That is 0.18 per mile. 18 per mile. So what is purchase price? 15,000. What is salvage value? 4,500 plus 0.18x. So 10,500 plus 0.18x. That is total cost of X function. Okay? Is that clear, students?
Yes.
So what's next part? Part C.
Formulate the profit function.
What is profit function?
Profit function?
Yes,
Profit function
is equal to revenue minus total cost. Part C. Profit P of X is equal to R of X minus C of X. What is R of X? What is R of X?
0.33x.
Very good. 0.33x. What is C of X?
10.
10,000. You can write 0.18x minus 10,500. That means you have to carefully work on how we can pronounce the values. Okay? 10,500. 500. So what's the difference?
0.15.
0.15 x minus 10,000 500. That's the profit function. That's the profit function. Do we have any other part?
Yes.
What's part D?
What is the profit if a car is leased for 60,000 miles over a 3-year period?
60,000. Here we have the value of x, which is, what is the value of x? That is
60,000.
part D. If x is 60,000, then if x is 60,000, then what is the profit? P of
X.
x. What's the value of x? 60,000 is equal to 0.15 into 60,000 minus 10,000. 10,500. So what's answer here? 40,000. What's the value here?
And 9,000.
Here 9,000.
Yes.
9,000 minus 10,000 into 50. Obviously,
Minus
if
50.
if they drive 60,000 miles, then they are getting the loss. Minus 1,500 is the loss, not profit. Is the loss, not profit. What's value of D? Sorry, do we have a party?
Yes.
What's party?
What millage is required in order to earn zero profit for 3 years?
Okay, here I need your concentration. Firm is the owner is having loss if they drive
60.
तो 60 से ज़्यादा ड्राइव करेंगे तो वो कास्ट उनकी कवर होगी. If they drive more than 60,000, then their profit, their loss can be minimized. But we have to find how much or how many miles they have to drive to bring the profit equal to 0. Means there is a break even, no loss, no profit. What actually we have to find 0? P's profit is 0. Function is 0.15x minus 10,500. We need 0 here.
Yes.
We need 0 here.
Yes.
0 is equal to 0.15x minus 10,000 minus 10,000. Is it first degree equation?
Yes.
How to simplify?
Variable.
So ये 10,000 कैसे आ गया?
10,000? 500 we can change it. So how we can solve?
Shift the variable.
Variables एक साइड पे constant दूसरी साइड पे.
Shift the variable one side, constant other side, minus 0.15 into 10 minus 10,500. So x is equal to minus 10,500 divided by minus 0.15. So x is equal to
7,000.
sorry,
7,000.
not 7, I think 70,000.
Yes.
70,000. If our value is under 60,000, if our value is under 60,000, then it means our calculation is wrong, like 7,000. So obviously we are having something wrong here. It must be greater than 60 to bring the profit into 0, because if 60,000 they are having loss. Obviously if they drive more than 60,000, then they cover their loss. So what's the conclusion? If they drive, what's the interpretation? If they drive 70,000 miles, then the owner will be in the position of break even. What is break even?
No
When
profit.
there is no profit or
No.
no loss. Got the point, students?
Yes, sir.
We have same question 8, 9. We can solve question number 9 here. What is question number 9? Can you read?
A gas station sells
Okay, you read.
A gas station sells unleaded regular gasoline and unleaded premium. The price.
Look. How many products they are going to sell? One is regular and one is premium.
Yes.
One is
Regular.
and second one is
Premium.
Gas station sells unleaded regular
Gasoline.
and second one is premium. Let X1 is regular, X2 is
Premium.
premium. So obviously we'll be having the price of two products.
Yes.
We'll be having the cost of two products and plus fixed cost. Clear, students?
Yes.
So next.
The price per gallon charged by the station is $1.299 for unleaded regular and $1.379 for unleaded premium.
So the price charged for
Per gallon.
per gallon for regular is 1.299 and the price for premium is 1.3799 per gallon.
Yes.
Is it? Next please.
The cost per gallon for the supplier is $1.219 for unleaded regular and $1.289 for premium.
Okay, here the cost is regular is having cost per gallon is $1.219 and the premium is having cost $1.289 per gallon. If X1 equals the number of Xi, sorry, not X1, sorry, is related to regular and X2 is related to premium. So it's already stated. We don't have to assume by ourselves, but it's given that X1 is regular and X2 is premium. X2 is premium. Now we can solve the question number 9.
Yes.
Let X1 is regular, X2 is premium. Okay, X2 is premium. So what is part A?
Formulate the revenue function for selling X1 and X2 gallons respectively of the two grades of gasoline.
Formulate the revenue function. How we can formulate the revenue function? Price of X1 plus price of X2. Price of X2. So part A, revenue of what? X1 and
X2.
is equal to price of X1 plus price of X2 plus price of X2. What is price of X1? Price of X1. Hello, readers.
1.299.
1.299 into X1 plus
1.379.
379 X2. That is the revenue function of given two products. What is part B?
Formulate the total cost function for purchasing X1 and X2 gallons respectively of the two grades.
Do you believe we have fixed cost here? We don't have fixed cost. Obviously, they are having only one cost. They are having only one cost, and we can determine the total cost of X1 plus X1 plus X2 is equal to C of X1 plus C of X2. C of X2. What is value of X1? Cost.
299.
Sorry?
1.299.
No, cost. Here I am talking about cost.
219.
1.219 into X1 plus
1.289.
289 X2. That is the total cost function of X1 and X2. What is part C?
Formulate the total profit function.
Formulate the total profit function. What is profit function? You tell. Wasif?
Yes,
What
sir.
is profit function? Profit is
So revenue, difference between revenue and total.
very good. Revenue and cost. So profit of X1, X2 is revenue of X1 and
X2
X2
minus
minus cost of
X1 and
X1 and x2. Do we have revenue function as well as cost function?
Yes.
So we can simplify both functions. What is revenue? 1.299 x1 plus 1.379 x2 minus 1.219 x1 minus 1.289 x2. So here we can simplify 1.299 minus 1.219. What is value?
0.08.
0.08 into x1. 1.379 minus 1.289 is equal to
0.09.
0.09 into x2. That is the profit function of x1 and x2. What is part D?
What is the total profit expected to equal if the station sells 1 million gallons of
100,000 gallon of regular and 40,000 of or 4,000.
40,000.
Okay. Part D, profit of 100 of regular and 4,000 of premium. So 0.08 into 100,000 plus 0.09 into 40,000. But what's sum here? 8,000 plus 0.09 multiplied by 40,000?
3,600.
3,600. So what's total value? 11,600.
600.
Yes.
Here is the profit. Okay, students?
Yes.
What's profit?
So
Positive.
value. Value is positive.
Because they are getting positive value, so we can name it as a profit function. So that was all about exercise number 5.1, and we have a short break. Then we start our next lecture. Thank you very much.